What's up, ladies and gentlemen? chuckfinleLP Play the beta for Star Wars Battlefront. We'll go ahead and start, and you can see, welcome to the Star Wars Battlefront beta. Whether you're fighting in epic 40-player battles in Walker Assault, engaging in intense firefights in Drop Zone, or fighting back waves of Imperial forces on Tatooine in our survival mission, the Star Wars Battlefront beta gives you just a glimpse of the Star Wars battle fantasies you'll be able to fulfill when Star Wars Battlefront launches this November 17th in North America. Be sure to make the most of your Star Wars Battlefront experience by using the Star Wars Battlefront companion app and all that. It's just just talking about the companion app on the left side there. You can pause it if you care about reading that. I don't use companion apps for this kind of stuff. And the biggest thing that you should pay attention to on the right here, the Star Wars Battlefront beta is pre-release software and is a technical test. Some parts of the game may not be functional during the beta. They also should add that a lot of things will change in the main game. But right now, all I'm going to show off is just settings and stuff, and kind of like the main menu, and show off that. Then I'll go into each individual game type and show it from both perspectives, the Rebel side and the Imperial side, on both game types, or on all three game types. But right now, so you can see the main menu. You can play multiplayer, you can play single player or two-player missions. You can sign up to be the latest on EA Star Wars news, be among the first to get the latest EA Star Wars news, and you can pre-order it, which neither of those things really matter. You can see a diorama for figurines isn't available during the Battlefront beta, but we'll look at the customization. You can't customize your appearance right now, so we'll just pay attention to the star cards, which is equipment and abilities. So for cards, everything in this game, once you unlock it, and you have to oh man, I don't remember the levels. I think you might be able to buy the thermal detonator early on. Maybe it might be level 2 when you can buy the thermal detonator. Well, you have to buy the cycler rifle, the ion shot, the ion grenade at level 4, and the jump pack, personal shield, and sharpshooter at level 5. The thermal detonator is just your regular standard grenade. It has a cooldown of 9 seconds. It was 7 seconds yesterday. I guess they might have changed it overnight. The cycler rifle, designed to fire solid projectiles. This crude but reliable rifle is excellent at hitting targets at extreme ranges and penetrating energy shields. The ion shot, a modification which allows your primary weapon to fire ion-charged bolts, making it very effective against shields, droids, and vehicles. It's got a cooldown of 20 seconds and an active time of 7 seconds. And some of this stuff will give you like a little bit of backstory to it. With limited supplies of armaments, Rebel forces often made battlefield adaptations to their weapons. A notable case was the development of an insert which allowed normal blasters to fire ion-charged bolts for short periods of time. And the ion grenade delivers massive damage against vehicles, shields, and droids. A cooldown of 12 seconds. The jump pack, which is just a backpack that lets you move further throughout the battlefield. A back-mounted jump pack that allows utilizes burst thrusters to allow its user to jump over large distances. It is well suited for traversing obstructions and evading danger. Cooldown of 15 seconds. Although the jump pack does not allow for sustained flight, it offers troops a reliable alternative to move quickly across the battlefield. It works very well. The personal shield. Personal shield provides protection from energy weapons. However, it offers no defense against kinetic weapons like cycler rifles and grenades. A cooldown of 20 seconds and active time of 7 seconds. To minimize casualties, the Empire modified the Droideka shield technology for use by ground troops. Although it hindered the use of weapons, it provided popular and was adopted by the Rebel Alliance. And then sharpshooter. Trained as a sharpshooter by a small team of rogue elite snipers, you enjoy operating alone and harassing the enemy from afar. Level 1, headshot kills reduce current cooldowns by a small amount. Headshot kills reduce at level 2. Headshot kills reduce current cooldowns by a medium amount. Level 3, headshot kills reduce current cooldowns by a large amount. You can see all this stuff it needs to be purchased with credits. So the thermal detonator, I don't remember how much that cost. I think it was like 500. It was pretty cheap, you know. But of course, it's like a starter thing, so you would be able to buy it pretty easily. The cycler rifle 750, ion shot 500, ion grenade 1200. The jump pack, I think that one might have been 2,000 to 2,500. It was very expensive for whatever it was. The personal shield 500 and the sharpshooter 4,500. And all of these are what they call cards, and then you would equip them to your hand. So you have if whatever cards you have, you just equip them to your left hand or your right hand. The thermal detonators on my left hand, and the jump packs on my right hand. Cards, and then for the blasters, you have the Rebel starter rifle, the A280C. You see, fair damage, fair rate of fire, really good on range. It's cooling power, which all of these guns are Star Wars themed, and they fire lasers instead of actual bullets, so you don't have to worry about changing out a magazine or whatever, or making sure you have enough ammo. It just has a cooldown, and these guns can overheat, and the cooling power is how long it takes to it might be how long it takes to overheat, or how fast it cools down. Again, I'm not 100% sure on that. You can see the E11 blast rifle, which is the starter Imperial rifle. Really good on damage. The rate of fire is pretty bad. The range is better. The damage and range is better than the Rebel rifle, but the rate of fire and cooling power is a lot less. You can buy each gun for both sides, of course. So you can buy the A280C for the Imperials, or you can buy the E11 for the Rebels. I think they were both 450 credits. But the DH-17 blaster pistol, pretty bad on damage. Rate of fire is real good, range is real good, and cooling power is real good. Yeah, so it's used for more medium range combat. Yeah, so these are the starter ones, so they're not going to have a real strength or weakness. You know, it's just whatever. I guess the range is pretty much the same. It's just the cooling power and the rate of fire. And the DLT-19 heavy blaster is you can see it's got really good rate of fire, really good cooling power. Its range is okay, but its damage is the thing that is the thing that you need to worry about. You know, the E11 would be, you'd think it would be the rifle that you would want to choose, but actually this is probably the best gun in the beta right now, is the DLT-19, and that's the one that I use all the time. It said you can't change your appearance, so we're not going to worry about that. We're not going to worry about the diorama. Stats aren't available, but settings, we'll move into that now. The controls, so you can invert your flight and look. Soldier sensitivity starts out at 20, which is pretty good. Of course, you can change it. I like 20 for this game, so I'm not going to worry with it. The soldier, all of these button layouts, you can see what everything is. One of the bad things about the beta is that you can't change what buttons you used to fire with. So you would look down sights with L2 instead of L1, and you would fire with R2 instead of R1, which I don't really like, but you would use your left card and your right card abilities, with L1 being your left card and R1 being your right card ability. And you can, you know, the options menu is the regular options button. Emotes, which is, I think, the soldier saying things on the battlefield, is left, up, and right on the D-pad, and then you can switch. If you hold the down on the D-pad, you can switch between first and third person on the battlefield, and then you can switch soldiers if you tap it, and I'll show that off once I show off the gameplay. Default, you move with the left thumbstick, and you sprint by clicking it in. Aim with the right thumbstick, and if you push the right thumbstick, you can do a melee attack. You jump using X. You use battlefield equipment, like anything you might use or get into, like turrets or whatever, with the square button. You crouch with the circle button, and the top card ability, I think that might be like the personal shield, you would use triangle with. I guess. But you can change that so makes it's more like Call of Duty style controls, but then you can use, if you're left-handed, you can make it, you can swap everything around. So if you're left-handed, you can use that, and then left-handed alternate, which is Call of Duty style. Soldier sticks, again left-handed. Vehicles, left-handed. Vehicle sticks, air vehicles. So they all have left-handed. I guess it's left-handed user-friendly. You can change your first person or third person. I like first person. You can change how you sprint as a soldier if you just click the thumbstick in, or if you have to hold it down. I like just clicking it in. Zoom, you can hold it, or you can just like hit it and it'll stay zoomed in. I like to hold it. Aim assist on or off. Vibration on or off. Heads-up display, which is just like on-screen stuff. You can like kill log, score log, show partner outline, button hints, tutorial. Enable the light bar on the controller. I'm not really sure what it does. I know it changes red if you're the Imperials, and it might be yellow if you're the Rebels. I'm not 100% sure what exactly it does, though. And you can change your video quality, brightness, 3 different colorblind options, audio, depending on what you're using. You know, if it's a master volume, depending on what you're using. You can use 2.0 enhanced stereo, or 5.1 or 7.1 surround sound. You can change the dynamic range from wide, which I guess that's more movie style. If it's for professional speaker and home cinema setups. This is the default setting, which has a large difference in volume between the quietest and loudest sounds. And you would want to use this for full range audio, including separate hi-fi systems. Narrow. It's for built-in TV speakers, smaller sound setups, and night mode listening. And headphone has a large difference in volume between the quietest and loudest. Sorry about that. Sorry about that phone ringing. But if you're using headphones, you might want to use wide. That's why I'm using wide. You can use your EA account settings. I'm not going to do that. You can't look at the credits right now, so we're not going to do that. But then we just go back to play, and I'll look at the multiplayer. You can use Drop Zone, which is a fast-paced action with a single objective. Walker Assault, which is battle over the massive AT-ATs in this mobile attack and defend game. Pretty simple missions. You can do training, where you cannot do training. You cannot do battles. You can only do single or cooperative survival. Survive waves of increasingly more difficult Imperial forces. So that's probably going to be very similar to survival game types from other video games like Call of Duty Zombies and other games like that. But that's all these settings and everything that you would see on the main menu. So thank you for watching. Next time we're going to go into multiplayer and probably do Drop Zone first, and then I'll move on to Walker Assault and all that in separate videos. So until then,